Shalom Israel. First and foremost, want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, the bonds of the apostles and elders, great millstone, for Jesus is truth, peace, and blessings to the hopeful like of Israel and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the honeyful ancient Hebrew, but Hashem means name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the unbegotten Son. Back on our lesson, and today going to go into just the wickedness of Babylon the Great, the confusion that you are seeing being pushed, especially into your children's schools. Now, you see, but here's the UK Baby Drag Act cancels shows, blaming trolls. Now, you're about to see right here, the parents flooded Kaba Baba Rave with angry comments after clips of lewd performances surfaced on social media. And these are things that they are normalizing, wanting to push out, and are especially paying these people in order to come and promote these things. You know, you see many other similar articles that will come out of drags, being once again pushed into your children's schools. Read them books of stories of becoming a drag or creating your own, persona, whatever the case, they'd like to say. But ultimately, push the point across. We need Yahweh Shai. We need the Lord bad, man. Because these are the things that you're seeing being pushed, and once again, it's being normalized. This is looked upon as normal, and you're the crazy one, the so-called oddball, the odd one out, if you go against it. Yet they're pushing this into your children's schools and wanting them to it's like wanting to feed them this crap. But there's really a bit more into this, and we'll dive into a few scriptures. It'll be a short lesson. Now, the Kababa Rave, a UK performance trope that combines sensory events for babies. And this is what they're showing your children, man. Especially at young ages, they're going to think that it's all right to do these things and to be that way. Because that's what they especially tell and show your children. It's okay to do this. It's okay to go into your mother's closet and wear high heels, paint your nails, do all these different things, which is completely off and wicked, man. And going against the ways of Yahweh by Shemal Shai is ultimately what they are promoting. For babies with raunchy cabaret numbers for the moms, canceled all of its upcoming shows on Friday in an email seen by the Daily Mail, and after outraged parents accuse the mom-run troupe of sexually grooming children, which they are. Blaming the recent trolling attack and unfair media attention. As the event organizers Gemma Daubney and Liz West told ticket holders that, I'm going to say CBR, was taking a small breather for their mental health. Parents' concerns were initially ignored entirely and later dismissed as bad faith imposed by transphobes determined to keep kids away from drag queens. And this is what they want to once again push onto your children. Now they're painting, the parents as the fault and the bad guy, And you see they're playing the victim because they want to feed your children this crap, and push their wicked ways onto them, and they don't even tell your parents. As you see, there was an article a while back, which is kind of a similar situation as with this right here, where they're paying drags to come and, do like I won't say an event, but they basically come and speak to your children and all that. It's the type of thing that they're pushing once again. And why we need Yahweh Shai, why we need this place to be destroyed, man. The troop locked down the social media profiles on Wednesday after footage surfaced on social media showing scantily clad adults shaking their barely clothed nether regions in babies' faces. Look at this, man. At the CBR events, one image showed a topless woman clad only in pasties and a red thong hoisting a toddler in the air, while a video clip showed a man in a leather chest harness and a thigh-high patent leather boots swinging from the ceiling surrounded by moms and babies. And if this doesn't vex you and get you angry, there's a serious problem. I don't even think I want to play this video. And you can see little examples right here. This is the shit that they're pushing, man. Feeding to your children. Bah, this is normal. Fuck out of here. Video of British cabaret showing for young children has emerged, featuring a drag queen doing handstands in a thong. The show is aimed at parent and their babies. And why else would they need to show your fucking babies this shit? Come on, man. Especially going to your children's schools, holding little events, speaking to children, reading them stories about this crap, telling them it's alright to do these things, and especially without the parents' permission. Like, this place needs to be destroyed. And you wonder why Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place. A few scriptures that came in mind, nothing necessarily in order, but just to get these things flowed to the spirit. Second Ezra 15:6 now says, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth." Exceedingly, this is the word exceedingly. It's beyond measure. That's why scripture also mentioned how the sins have reached into the heavens. Look at that. You got a few scriptures coming to mind. As for her sins have reached into heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. And like Yahweh Shemashai is going to reward this place, and that's going to be great destruction and judgment, man. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, and it's polluted the whole earth. You see nothing but confusion and wickedness being pushed on a constant and day-to-day basis, especially pretty much all over the earth. They're drunk off that wine of Babylon the Great. Following the ways of America. So we're seeing a lot of these women in all these other nations, across the world, are starting to, follow the similar ways of, the westernized woman, But there's a few more scriptures. Ecclesiastes 7:7, that says, "Surely oppression make the wise man mad, and a gift destroyed the heart." Main point, surely oppression make the wise man mad. If this doesn't vex you and get you angry with all these that are being pushed and praised in this place, it's all out of whack and backwards, man. And it's what we need Yahweh Shemel Shai to destroy this place and to deliver us from these things, man. That's why I keep going Micah 2:10. How this is not our rest, this ain't our kingdom, man. And it goes also to the place shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. And a fine example of that is just, hey, look at our people, man. Especially with the main general things that are being pushed and praised in this place. It's all out of whack. It's all out of whack. Ecclesiastes 1:14, "I've seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirits." All wicked, abominable, and just a bunch of confusion, man. And, if you're not vexed and just angry by these things or with these things, there is a severe problem, because you should, once again, just, what's the word I'm looking for? People should have just said, angry and vexed by this place and with the things that are being pushed and praised. Because many of our people, especially, are fine and all right with the way that things are and the way that things are going. See no problem with it. If it's not bothering me, then I don't see a problem with it. All these different things. When they're going against the ways of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shan, they're especially pushing heavily into the earth. That wicked ass spirit, man. That perverse spirit that they are pushing. Now, we can get a few more. Let's get these first ones real quick. Move these around. I'm close with the last three, but Psalms 82:5 says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course." It's all out of whack. I made a few lessons going to how we're pretty much in the upside down. It's all backwards, man. It's all out of whack. It's just a ball of confusion, I should say. Because everything is going against the ways of Yahweh Bashim. You see Christianity, saying come as you are, the law's done away with, all these different things, which is completely goes against the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai, But Psalms 18:5 one more time. Says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course." It's all in whack and just completely backwards, man. Isaiah 5:20 add on to that point. Now it says, "Woe to him that call evil good and good evil." That's what you're seeing. Wickedness being praised and put on a pedestal as if it's normal. But when it comes to this truth, this word, and us, standing against this, prophesying against it, and, saying how it's wicked, it's abominable, things that you're not supposed to do, yet we're the crazy ones, we're the bad guys, yet we're supposed to, uphold, their ways and go along with it. But if we say how it is, you're crazy, you're a bad guy, you're the odd one. It's 2023, you're still saying those types of things. I hate that excuse, man, because you still see it being used. You're speaking at these, you're still thinking that way, man? Come on, it's 2023, man. Man, shut up, man. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So it's read in Isaiah, or it's like Psalms 82:5. It's all out of whack. It's all out of whack, man. It's like I keep saying the same words, but it's just, it gets you angry, man. Because Because you're seeing these things over and over and over again. And these things are, gradually and continually being normalized. Especially, PEDOs are being, pretty much, it's like we're inducted into the alphabet group. The wickedness is being normalized, man. And righteousness is being looked upon as wickedness, as wicked, as crazy, and all these different things, man. Because once you're going against the grain, against the fashions of this world, you're an outcast. That's why you especially see them trying to get rid of the Bible. Micah 2:10, holding a damn petition to ban the Bible. These guys are through. And it goes to show how far gone this place is and destroyed the people are when people are accepting it, man. Going along with it, seeing no problem with it. The God's homophobic. Micah 2:10. And they're always trying to also use the Bible in order to try to justify the wicked deeds or actions, saying, the Bible was mistranslated. It wasn't saying that actually. Like, these people are through, man. Doing everything and anything that they can in order to justify their wicked actions, to continue on and walk after iniquity, man. Want to see why we need Yahweh Shai, Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. And you may have people that are right with the way that things are, the way that things are going. They're all right with these things being supported and praised. People going against the ways of Yahweh Shai. These things are normalized, man. This is not our rest. This ain't our kingdom. We're in captivity, man. Arise ye and depart, for this is not rest. And you shouldn't want to be resting here in the first place, man. With all the stuff that's being pushed and praised in this place. Once again, pushing this shit into your children's schools, putting this in front of their face, your babies, you're like, man, like, what do you think is going to come from that? What benefits your children seeing this shit? Weirdos, man. Let's close out 1 Corinthians 6:9-11, because, ultimately, you're going to be destroyed. I just could have got more scriptures, but I didn't want to make it a super long lesson, some do spirit. But it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, especially effeminate men, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. You see many people normalizing men to wear women's clothing, to paint their nails, to wear skirts, to be more in tune with their so-called feminine side. But when you're an actual man in society, you're insecure. Toxic masculinity. And they call, the men today, a bunch of, or what they say men are today, is that where you're in tune with your feminine side, you wear a woman's clothing, all this wickedness, man. It's all twisted and just jumbled up, man, I should say. But it's neither fornicators, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, we repented, we have returned, turned away from our wicked ways and turned to Yahweh Shai. So as Scripture also mentioned, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Because we used to be lost, we used to be those dry bones, but the Lord pulled us out and gave us the breath of life. This truth is not to understand. The Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit, man. And coming into this truth, that's what you have to be changed. You have to put off that old man. So that completely shuts down that whole come as you are doctrine that they like to push in these Christian churches. No scriptures say that. Verse 11, such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and by the Spirit of our power, our God. But, previously made point already. It's like if I kind of, I don't want to say ranted, but kind of rambled a little bit. But Lord, I tied these points together with my ability. As you're seeing the wickedness, the confusion that's being pushed and praised as if it's normal. Because these are things that are being normalized and put on a pedestal. And righteousness being looked upon as wickedness. And it's why we especially need Yahweh Shai, man. Because if the Lord doesn't return, we'd be completely through. And that's why Yahweh Shai especially hasten those days. Going to Matthew 24, the 22nd verse. Except the days should be shortened, and your flesh should be saved. But for your elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So we're seeing so many things happening and taking place. But Lord, it was edifying. Sorry for kind of ramble once again. By doing to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemashah, Bashem Kakadash, that was the apostles, and that was great millstone. 4 teachings is truth, peace, and blessings to the hopeful, like the visible. Shalom, Lord will.